So I just took the clutch off. Now I'm gonna go backwards for a minute. Now I just slid that down, super easy. But this is how JR puts the Shockwave together. And so basically that just kind of rides in there just like that, and it screws into the crank. Some guys, they use a little bit of different Loctite or different things on that. You know, I don't know. I kind of like the clutch basket coming off there, the primary coming off when I need to. But I basically just took a pry bar, and that's your best friend, and it's wedged in there pretty good. Just jammed it in that clutch guard, and just turned it right off. If you don't, that motor will just turn over. And so anyway, but on that, the bolts right here that bolt on right there, those are, I believe, they're not metric. Thank God. I know everything seems to be metric anymore on most vehicles, but that's a quarter, I believe. So your quarter Allen wrench should get those three. I dropped those three, took the bolt out. It's a 1/2-inch bolt that goes into the bearing that holds the motor, the second motor plate, whatever you want to call that thing, and holds that on there just like that. Now, I do have a little bit of Loctite on this clutch, so I know it's not going to come off. I'll have to get the clutch puller and pull that bad boy off because it's on there. And Kevin used some Loctite when we put it on, and it's on there nonetheless. But, you know, it will not break a crank snout. And that's why some people do that, because if that bolt ever gets loose, because these things vibrate so bad, you can break a crank, a lot of different things. So anyway, there's that, guys. And now it's a little easier to see. You can kind of get to that. I'm probably going to take that belt off and set the belt to the side. Definitely don't want to get any oil or anything on that while you're doing this. But now I got to get to those motor bolts right there. That'll be pretty easy. I'll probably just come in with a long wrench with an extension and just take them right out. And you probably have to hold them from underneath as well. That may be a trick. I'm not exactly for sure, but I'll let you guys know when I get closer. And anyway, we'll go from there. Okay, guys, took the exhaust pipe off. Literally, you got 4 bolts right there. That guy was a little bit of a trick to get to, but I used my good crescent on the Allen and just turned it just like that so that it went well. I did not take any of that off. I just simply disconnected that from the Micron. Left that on there, guys, so you don't even have to take that off. You just pull it off. Comes off real easy. That'll save you some time because a lot of guys think all that stuff needs to come off. Nope, doesn't. Simply just did that. I am going to take this intake. I'm going to take the carb off because we're going to get a new one. But anyway, it's coming along, so it's pretty easy. Now it's easy to get to these right there. And sorry about the low battery, but hey, you know, life happens. Man, this thing, I got 4 bolts on the motor. This throttle cable is not hard. We double nutted this thing. This is the crazy thing, guys. This is already loose with my hand. I mean, it's nuts. These things vibrate so much. Battery's still good and charged. What do you know? I did mount a battery up in the front of the car, so whenever it's a small little 12-volt battery, whenever this is on, so regardless day or night, and that's light on the back of the car is always on, just for safety first, right? George is still like right here, just wants to be part of the camera, wants to be right here. So anyway, but that's it, y'all. It's come along pretty easy. I've been at this thing for about 15 minutes, so super easy to do. Anyway,